Well, I wanted to give you a little bit of an update on how things are going here at the church and what our plans are. We are going to be continuing to meet in person. The restrictions that you've heard as far as mandatory masks do not apply to faith gatherings. So in spite of that, we want to encourage you to wear your masks as you come in the building, when you're close to others, and even when you're singing, to ensure that we're not spreading the virus. But you do not have to wear a mask when you come here, and we wanted to let you know that. We do want to keep it safe for everyone, though. So we will be meeting here again on Sunday morning, and there is no 50-person limit, though you'll notice, as I have here, that we are going to continue to keep every other pew so that there'll be some spacing, but we do have up in the balcony as well. So feel free to come. There's no restrictions. Let's continue to gather here and with each other and worship our Lord. Of course, if you are feeling that you still want to continue to stay home, that is absolutely approved, and we see you, and that is absolutely fine. If you want to stay home, you can see that we can mount our camera up there, and we will be able to continue, and we're still working. We figured out a couple more things after Sunday to improve our live stream and recording, that you can be a part of it. So this week, this Sunday, is going to be Pastor Larry Schramm, our regional minister. Used to be pastor at Summerland and now is in charge of BC and the Yukon, and he'll be here wrapping up our Seeking Justice Together, speaking about the persistent widow. And aren't we all praying for things persistently at this point? On that note, I wanted to say keep praying, especially for Haiti and especially for Afghanistan. Right now, there has been a real positive feedback in someone connected to our church, knows of an interpreter that they were really praying and hoping would get out, and they were able to get out. Interpreter and his family. So thank you for your prayers, and let's continue to pray for that situation and those that need to get out of there in this coming week. We can continue to pray for our firefighters across the way. Boy, that wasn't a lot of fun to have an extra day of smoke, but they knew what they were doing, and it seems that they are being able to fight those fires, and hopefully our evacuees can get back into their homes. I have been in contact seeing if there is specific needs for evacuees, and right now they said there isn't anything that we could really do to help, but if there is, they would let us know. So I will let you know if there's some specific things we can do to help the evacuees. Obviously, with some that have lost their homes, we'll continue at that point to see if there's things that we can do to help as they get settled back in, especially for those that was their only home. So we'll see about that. Do continue to pray for those in hospital. There's been a couple of needs that have come up, and Marlene in Kamloops at Hillside, there needs to be some wisdom about whether she's to come home or not, so be praying for her. We just had a connection with her by FaceTime this morning, and a pastor friend of Grace and I's was able to visit her at Kamloops, so that was really nice. And others, of course, in our own hospital that could use your prayers, and the hospital and staff. A lot of stress as COVID is present there, and pray for God's healing touch on people, but also just for the levels that we can keep the virus counts down here in our city and in our hospital to keep our staff safe there. So, how's that for an update? Well, I sure miss all of you that haven't been able to be here, so please maybe just say hi on this, hi to others, give a phone call, and we're continuing to be praying for all of you out and about wherever you are. Blessings.